Once Gautama Buddha said, "Know where you are or you will waste your life." In our fast-paced world, it's easy to get caught up in helping others and forget our own lives. We often feel obligated to assist friends, family, and even strangers, believing it's the right thing to do. However, this noble intention can have unexpected consequences. Today we will explore the dark side of helping others and the surprising ways it can harm us. Gautama Buddha's reminder to know where you are emphasizes the importance of being present in our own lives. When we are constantly focused on others, we can lose sight of our own needs, dreams, and happiness. This doesn't mean we shouldn't help others, but it is essential to find a balance. Helping others can be profoundly rewarding, but it can also lead to burnout, stress, and neglect of our own well-being. When we overextend ourselves, we risk losing our own experiences and joys. It's crucial to remember that we also deserve care and to take time for ourselves. It is not selfish. It is necessary for a healthy and balanced life. Imagine a life where you constantly give without taking a moment to breathe. Over time, you might feel overwhelmed, exhausted, and even resentful. This is the dark side of helping others, when our good intentions end up harming us. By being present and mindful of our own lives, we can help others without losing ourselves in the process. Stay tuned as we delve into how helping others can sometimes harm us and discover ways to maintain a healthy balance. 1. The martyr syndrome. On the journey of life, many of us face challenges and responsibilities that can be heavy. One such challenge is the martyr syndrome. Imagine someone who constantly puts others' needs above their own, often to the detriment of their own well-being. This person may feel it is their duty to sacrifice their own happiness and health to support those around them, believing that their own needs are less important. Helping others is a noble act, but it becomes a problem when it leads to self-neglect and burnout. Consider a mother who always prioritizes her family's needs over her own. She works tirelessly to ensure her children are well cared for, her spouse is happy, and her home runs smoothly. In the process, she rarely takes time for herself, whether to rest, pursue hobbies, or maintain her health. Over time, this incessant sacrifice can lead to physical exhaustion, emotional fatigue, and even resentment toward those she cares for. The martyr syndrome often arises from a deeply ingrained belief that one's self-worth is tied to how much one can give to others. This mindset can develop from cultural, familial, or social expectations that praise selflessness and sacrifice. While it's important to be compassionate and supportive, it is equally crucial to recognize that taking care of oneself is not selfish. In fact, self-care enables you to be more effective and sustainable in helping others. Think of the safety instructions given on an airplane. Put on your own oxygen mask before assisting others. This advice is a powerful metaphor for life. If you don't take care of yourself first, you won't have the strength or capacity to care for others. Self-care can be as simple as taking a few moments each day to relax, engaging in activities that bring you joy, or setting boundaries to avoid overloading yourself. Breaking free from the martyr syndrome involves recognizing and valuing your own needs. It's about finding a balance between caring for others and caring for yourself. This may mean asking for help when needed, saying no to additional responsibilities, or simply acknowledging that it's okay to rest and recharge. Remember, you can't serve from an empty cup. By addressing the martyr syndrome, you not only improve your own well-being, but also set a positive example for others. Prioritizing self-care shows that it is possible to be compassionate and supportive without sacrificing your own health and happiness. This balance leads to a more fulfilling and sustainable way of life, benefiting both yourself and those around you. 2. Dependency issues. In our interconnected world, relationships and bonds with others are essential. However, sometimes these connections can become excessively dependent, creating a situation where one person relies too much on another for emotional, financial, or even physical support. Dependency issues arise when this reliance becomes unhealthy, hindering personal growth and independence. Imagine a young adult who has always relied on their parents for every major or minor decision. This person might struggle to make decisions or face challenges on their own. They may feel insecure or anxious without constant guidance or approval. Over time, this dependency can stifle their ability to develop vital skills such as problem-solving and self-sufficiency. Dependency issues can also manifest in romantic relationships. Consider a partner who feels unable to function without their significant other. They might constantly seek reassurance, avoid making decisions on their own, or feel lost when alone. This dependency can strain the relationship, creating an imbalance where one partner feels overwhelmed by the needs of the other. Addressing dependency is key to fostering self-sufficiency and confidence. While seeking support is natural, excessive dependency can be harmful. One way to combat it is by gradually taking on responsibilities and making independent decisions, starting with small tasks and progressing to larger challenges. This builds confidence and a sense of accomplishment. Setting boundaries is also crucial. Both parties should feel comfortable expressing their needs and limits. Encourage open communication about the support each person can offer. This honesty helps create a balanced and healthy dynamic. Self-reflection is vital in overcoming dependency. Identify the underlying causes of your dependence, such as fear of failure or lack of confidence, and address them directly, whether through personal effort, therapy, or other supportive measures. Remember, you can't serve from an empty cup. By addressing the martyr syndrome and dependency issues, you improve your well-being and set a positive example. Prioritizing self-care and self-sufficiency leads to a more fulfilling and sustainable life, benefiting both yourself and those around you. Building a support network is another essential step. While becoming more self-sufficient is important, having a diverse group of people to turn to can prevent excessive reliance on one individual. Friends, family, mentors, and support groups can offer valuable perspectives and encouragement. Ultimately, overcoming dependency issues is about finding a balance between seeking help and being self-reliant. By fostering independence, setting healthy boundaries, and understanding the roots of your dependence, you can build a more resilient and satisfying life. This journey not only benefits you but also improves the quality of your relationships, creating a more supportive and empowering environment for everyone involved. 3. Emotional burnout. Emotional burnout occurs when someone feels constantly exhausted and overwhelmed by the emotions and problems of others. This happens when we absorb the stress and negativity around us, leaving us drained and unable to manage our own emotions effectively. Imagine a caregiver who spends their days attending to others' needs, whether it's a parent caring for a child with special needs or an adult looking after an elderly relative. Although their efforts are full of love and compassion, the ongoing emotional demands can take a significant toll. They may feel tired, anxious, and unable to find joy in activities they once enjoyed. Emotional burnout can also affect those in helping professions, such as nurses, teachers, or social workers. Constant exposure to others' problems and pain can lead to chronic physical and emotional exhaustion, making it difficult to continue providing the same level of care and support. Addressing emotional burnout involves recognizing when you feel overwhelmed and taking steps to recharge. Self-care is vital in this process. Taking time each day to relax and engage in activities that bring you joy and peace can help replenish your emotional reserves. This can include hobbies, exercise, meditation, or simply spending time in nature. Setting boundaries is equally important. It's okay to say no or take a step back when necessary. Communicating your limits to those around you can prevent you from taking on more than you can handle. For example, if you're constantly the person others turn to for advice or support, it's important to let them know when you need a break. Seeking support from others is also crucial. Talking with friends, family, or a therapist about your feelings can provide relief and perspective. Sometimes, simply sharing your burdens can lighten the load and make it more manageable. Additionally, practicing mindfulness and emotional regulation techniques can be helpful. Mindfulness involves staying present and fully engaging in the moment, which can reduce feelings of stress and anxiety. Techniques such as deep breathing, meditation, and journaling can assist in processing your emotions and managing stress more effectively. Creating a balanced routine can also help prevent emotional burnout. Ensure you have a mix of activities that meet your emotional, physical, and mental needs. This balance helps maintain overall well-being and prevents any one area from becoming overwhelming. Remember, it is not selfish to take care of yourself. In fact, by ensuring your own emotional well-being, you become better equipped to help others. By recognizing the signs of emotional burnout and taking proactive steps to address it, you can maintain your strength and continue to be a source of support and compassion for those around you. 4. Enabling destructive behaviors. In our relationships, it's natural to want to support and help those we care about. However, sometimes our support can inadvertently enable destructive behaviors. This happens when our actions meant to help actually allow harmful habits or patterns to continue unchecked. Imagine a friend who struggles with alcohol addiction and frequently turns to you for help, asking for money or a place to stay after a night of heavy drinking. Wanting to be a good friend, you provide what they ask. However, this ongoing assistance might be preventing them from facing the consequences of their actions and seeking the help needed to overcome their addiction. Enabling behavior can manifest in various ways and in different types of relationships. Parents might enable their children by constantly rescuing them from problems, preventing them from learning responsibility. Partners might excuse or cover up each other's bad behavior to avoid conflict or out of fear of losing the relationship. While these actions come from a place of love and concern, they often have the opposite effect of what is intended. Addressing enabling behavior starts with awareness. Recognize the difference between helping and enabling. Helping involves supporting someone to make positive changes, while enabling allows negative behavior to continue. It's important to ask yourself if your actions are truly beneficial in the long run. Setting boundaries is crucial to prevent enabling behavior. This means clearly communicating what you can and cannot do. For example, you might tell your friend with alcohol issues that, while you care about them, you can no longer provide money or a place to stay. Instead, you can offer to help them find professional support or accompany them to support meetings. It's important to remember that effective help often involves guiding the person towards self-sufficiency and responsibility, rather than avoiding behaviors that perpetuate problems. By maintaining clear boundaries and encouraging appropriate help-seeking, you can offer genuine and constructive support to those you care about. Fostering responsibility is another key step. Allow the person to face the natural consequences of their actions. This can be difficult, but it's often necessary for them to understand the impact of their behavior and the need for change. For example, if a loved one frequently misses work and relies on you for financial support, letting them experience the consequences of losing their job might be the wake-up call they need. It's also helpful to educate yourself about the issues your loved one is facing. Understanding their struggles can give you insights into how to better support them without enabling. This might involve learning about addictions, mental health issues, or other challenges they are experiencing. Seeking support for yourself is equally important. Enabling behavior can be emotionally exhausting, and talking with a therapist or joining a support group can provide you with the guidance and strength needed to maintain healthy boundaries. In the whirlwind of daily life, it's easy to lose sight of who we really are. This loss of identity often occurs when we focus so much on fulfilling the roles and expectations imposed by others that we forget our own needs, desires, and dreams. Imagine someone who dedicates their entire life to their career, constantly striving to meet their boss's expectations and climb the corporate ladder. They work long hours, take on additional responsibilities, and prioritize their job above all else. Over time, this person might start to feel disconnected from their true self, unsure of what they genuinely enjoy or what makes them happy outside of work. Loss of identity can also happen in personal relationships. A parent who invests all their energy in raising their children might wake up one day and realize they have forgotten who they are outside of being a parent. Similarly, someone in a long-term relationship might start to feel they've lost their individuality, becoming more of a we than an I. Recovering your identity begins with self-reflection. Take time to reconnect with yourself and explore what truly matters to you. Ask yourself questions such as, what are my passions? What activities bring me joy? What are my values and beliefs? Writing in a journal or meditating can help you discover these answers and gain clarity about who you are. It's also crucial to set aside time for yourself. Engage in activities you love and that make you feel alive, whether it's painting, hiking, reading, or any other hobby. These moments of self-indulgence can help you reconnect with your true self. Remember, it's okay to prioritize your own happiness and well-being. Setting boundaries in your relationships and career is another key step. Learn to say no to things that drain you or take away from your personal life. Communicate your needs and make sure you're not constantly sacrificing your own identity to meet others' expectations. For instance, if you notice work is consuming your life, set specific hours when you're off the clock and dedicate that time to yourself and your interests. Seeking support from friends, family, or a therapist can also be beneficial. They can offer an external perspective and help you navigate your journey of self-discovery. Sometimes discussing your feelings and experiences with others can lead to valuable insights and encouragement. Participating in new experiences can also help you rediscover your identity. Trying new activities, meeting new people, and interests can reignite your passions and help you get to know yourself better. Embrace the idea of growth and change, and stay open to evolving your sense of identity. You don't know, remember, your identity is not fixed, dynamic and evolving aspect of who you are. By taking steps to reconnect with yourself, exploring new experiences, you can regain a strong sense of identity. This journey not only enhances your personal well-being, but also allows you to bring your true self to all areas of your life, enriching your relationship experiences. Financial pressure is a common issue that can significantly impact our lives and well-being. When we face financial problems, it can lead to stress, anxiety, and a sense of overwhelm. This stress can affect not only our mental health, but also our relationships and daily activities. Imagine a family struggling to make ends meet. The parents work long hours, but the bills keep piling up. They worry about how to pay for rent, food, and other basic necessities. This constant worry can lead to sleepless nights and strained relationships, as the burden of financial pressure affects their emotional health. Financial pressure can also affect individuals. Someone with high levels of debt might feel trapped, unable to see a way out of their financial problems. They might avoid social situations due to a lack of money or feel embarrassed about their financial situation, leading to isolation and depression, which exacerbates the problem. Addressing financial pressure involves taking proactive steps to manage and improve your economic situation. Prioritize your well-being by making time for rest, exercise, and healthy eating. Seeking support from friends, family, or a therapist can also be helpful. Talking about your feelings and receiving encouragement can make it easier to prioritize your needs. By taking these steps, you can ensure that you stay healthy and happy, which in turn allows you to be more present and effective in all areas of your life. Resentment and bitterness often arise when we feel unappreciated or taken for granted. These feelings can accumulate over time, especially if we constantly put others' needs before our own. When we don't address our emotions, they can become deep-seated resentments that affect our mental health and relationships. Imagine a person who always helps friends and family, but rarely receives the same support in return. Over time, they might start to feel used and unappreciated, which can lead to bitterness, making them less willing to help in the future and damaging their relationships. Resentment can also occur in the workplace. An employee who consistently takes on extra work without recognition or reward might start to feel undervalued, which can affect their job performance and overall happiness. Addressing resentment and bitterness involves recognizing and expressing your feelings. It's important to communicate openly with the people involved. Let them know how you feel and discuss ways to balance giving and receiving in your relationship. Practicing self-care is also crucial. Dedicate time to activities you enjoy and that help you relax. This can reduce stress and prevent negative feelings from building up. Setting healthy boundaries can prevent future resentment. Learn to say no when you feel overwhelmed and prioritize your own needs. It's okay to put yourself first sometimes. Lastly, focus on gratitude. Reflect on the positive aspects of your life and the things you're thankful for. This can shift your perspective and reduce feelings of bitterness. By addressing resentment and bitterness, you can improve your mental health and strengthen your relationships, leading to a happier and more balanced life. Relationships are the cornerstone of our lives, providing support, love, and companionship. However, issues like stress, neglect, or poor communication can negatively impact these connections. Imagine a couple where one partner works long hours and is always exhausted. They come home tired with little energy to spend quality time with their spouse. Over time, this lack of interaction can create distance between them, leading to feelings of loneliness and disconnection. Friendships can also be affected. Consider a friend who is always there for others but never takes time for themselves. They might feel overwhelmed and start to distance themselves, feeling too exhausted to maintain their friendships. This can lead to misunderstandings and hurt feelings, weakening the bond they once shared. To prevent these issues, it's important to prioritize your relationships. Spend time with the people who are important to you, even if it's just a few minutes each day. Small gestures like a kind word or a quick check-in can make a big difference in maintaining strong connections. Communication is key. Speak openly and honestly with your loved ones about how you feel, express your needs, and listen to theirs. This mutual understanding can help prevent conflicts and build a stronger foundation. Balancing personal needs with relationship responsibilities is also crucial. Make sure to take care of yourself so you can be fully present for others. Self-care helps you recharge, making you more available and supportive in your relationships. By striving to nurture your relationships, you can ensure they remain healthy and fulfilling. Strong and positive connections enrich your life and provide a solid support system through all of life's ups and downs. Compassion fatigue occurs when you've provided so much care and support to others that you start to feel emotionally exhausted and disconnected. This is common among caregivers, healthcare workers, and anyone who constantly looks after others. Imagine a nurse who spends long hours caring for patients every day. She listens to their concerns, provides comfort, and manages their needs. Over time, the emotional weight of these responsibilities can leave the nurse feeling drained and numb. It might become difficult for her to connect with patients or feel the same level of empathy she once did. Parents can also experience compassion fatigue. Constantly attending to their children's needs, dealing with tantrums and managing daily activities can lead to emotional exhaustion. They might start to feel irritable, less patient, and overwhelmed. Addressing compassion fatigue begins with self-care. Take time to engage in activities that relax and recharge you, such as taking a walk, reading a book, or practicing mindfulness. These moments help replenish your emotional reserves. Setting boundaries is crucial. Learn to say no when you feel overwhelmed and ensure you don't take on too much. Talking to someone about your feelings can also help. Sharing your experiences with a friend, family member, or therapist can provide relief and offer new perspectives. Lastly, remember to take regular short breaks throughout your day. This can help prevent emotional exhaustion and maintain better balance and energy. By taking these steps, you can manage compassion fatigue and continue to care for others without losing yourself in the process, ensuring that you can provide support while also caring for your own well-being. Number 11. Unrealistic expectations. Unrealistic expectations can create stress and disappointment in our lives. When we set goals or expectations that are too high, it's easy to feel like we are always failing. This can affect our happiness and self-image. Imagine a student who expects to get perfect grades in every subject. They study hard, but even a minor mistake makes them feel like a failure. This pressure can lead to anxiety and a lack of confidence. Over time, the joy of learning can become a stressful and overwhelming experience. In relationships, unrealistic expectations can also cause problems. Consider someone who expects their partner to always know what they are thinking or to never make mistakes. These high expectations can lead to constant disappointment and conflict. No one is perfect, and expecting perfection can damage even the strongest relationships. Managing unrealistic expectations. To manage unrealistic expectations, start by setting realistic and achievable goals. Break down large tasks into smaller, manageable steps. Celebrate small victories along the way, and recognize that progress is more important than perfection. Communication is key in relationships. Speak openly about your expectations and listen to the other person's perspective. Understanding mutual needs and limitations can help create a more realistic and supportive relationship. Practicing self-compassion is also important. Be kind to yourself when things don't go as planned. Remember that everyone makes mistakes and setbacks are a natural part of life. By setting realistic expectations, you can reduce stress and disappointment, leading to a happier and more balanced life. This approach helps you appreciate your achievements and maintain healthy and satisfying relationships. Number 12. Self-neglect. Self-neglect occurs when we ignore our own needs and well-being amidst the whirlwind of daily life. It's easy to put ourselves on the back burner, but this can lead to physical and emotional exhaustion. We may feel constantly tired and stressed, unable to enjoy life or perform at our best. Parents often experience self-neglect as they focus so much on their children that they forget to care for themselves. This can lead to burnout, making it difficult to provide the best care for their family. Addressing self-neglect. To address self-neglect, make self-care a priority. Schedule time for activities that recharge you, such as reading, walking, or simply relaxing. These small moments of self-care can make a big difference in your overall well-being. Healthy habits are essential. Ensure you eat balanced meals, exercise regularly, and get enough sleep. These basics are crucial for maintaining your energy and health. Setting boundaries is also important. Learn to say no when you're overwhelmed and reserve time for yourself. It's okay to prioritize your own needs sometimes. Asking for help is also a key step, whether it's sharing responsibilities at home or seeking support from friends or a therapist. Getting help can lighten your load and reduce stress. By taking these steps, you can prevent self-neglect and ensure you take care of your own needs. This not only improves your health and happiness, but also allows you to be more present and effective in all areas of your life. Number 13. Ignoring warning signs. Ignoring warning signs in our relationships and daily interactions can lead to bigger problems in the future. Warning signs are indications that something is wrong, but we often ignore them to avoid conflict or because we hope things will improve on their own. Imagine being friends with someone who constantly cancels plans at the last minute or never respects your time. These small signs may indicate a lack of respect or reliability. Ignoring these warning signs can lead to frustration and a one-sided relationship. In romantic relationships, warning signs might include a partner who is overly controlling or dismisses your feelings. Ignoring these signs can lead to more significant issues like emotional abuse or mutual disrespect. Addressing warning signs. Addressing warning signs begins with paying attention to your feelings. If something doesn't feel right, it's important to acknowledge it. Don't ignore your instincts. They are there to protect you. Communicate openly with the other person about your concerns. They might not be aware of their behavior, and an honest conversation can sometimes resolve the issue. If the warning signs persist despite your efforts, it may be necessary to reevaluate the relationship. Setting boundaries is crucial. Clearly define what is acceptable and what is not, as this helps protect your well-being and ensures healthier interactions. Always prioritize your own well-being and trust your instincts. If you see warning signs, take them seriously and act accordingly. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more advice on maintaining healthy relationships and overall well-being. By being aware of warning signs and addressing them promptly, you can avoid bigger problems and ensure your relationships are healthy and respectful. This proactive approach leads to a happier and more balanced life. In conclusion, addressing issues such as martyr syndrome, codependency, emotional burnout, and other challenges is essential for a balanced and fulfilling life. By prioritizing self-care, setting healthy boundaries, and maintaining open communication, you can enhance your well-being and relationships. Remember to be kind to yourself and seek support when needed. Thank you for watching until the end. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more helpful tips. See you next time.